my homage to the gem of the Supreme Buddha. The Buddha is my refuge every day. May my homage to the gem of the Supreme Dhamma. The Dhamma is my refuge every day. May my homage to the gem of the Supreme Sangha. The Sangha is my refuge every day. May my homage to the Supreme Triple Gem. The Triple Gem is my refuge every day. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Samanta cakkavalesu atra gachantu devata. Saddhammang munirajas sunantu saggamokkhadan. Dhammasavana kaalo ayang badanta. Dhammasavana kaalo ayang badanta. Dhammasavana kaalo ayang badanta. May all divine beings arrive here to listen to sublime Dhamma expounded by the fully enlightened one. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Honor to the Supreme Buddha, the Blessed One, the Exalted One, the fully enlightened one. Honor to the Supreme Buddha, the Blessed One, the Exalted One, the fully enlightened one. Honor to the Supreme Buddha, the Blessed One, the Exalted One, the fully enlightened one. May you all be well and happy with the blessings of the Noble Triple Gem. And also on this occasion, first and foremost, I would like to bless you with the, relics of the Supreme Buddhas and the relics of the great Arahat Theras, and also with the blessings of the Noble Triple Gem, and especially with the blessings of the all divine beings. May you all be healthy and have safety, and also may you all be able to lead a successful life without any fear and without any sickness and without any difficulty. Meritorious devotees, Dhamma friends, according to the Supreme Buddha, we all know there are 3 signata in the world. Those signata are anicca, impermanence, dukkha, suffering or unsatisfactoriness, anatta, soullessness or unsubstantiality. Nobody can deny them. Everybody has to encounter these characteristics. What we have been experiencing for a couple of years is that, and also what is prevailing in the world today is that. This is not, Dhamma friends, for the first time that arose in the world. Thousands and thousands of millions and trillions of years, this has been prevailing in the world, and this will continue in the world. Therefore, nobody can change this situation, these 3 signata. That has been understood by the fully enlightened one when he attained what is called enlightenment. With the clairvoyance, with the what is called omniscience, the knowledge which can understand everything in the world. The Supreme Buddha understood the world accurately and clearly, and Dhamma friends, what is called realistically. Therefore, the Supreme Buddha before 2500 years exactly delivered all these things to the world, not only human but also divine. Now what is being seen today is that therefore we must first and foremost take refuge in the Supreme Buddha's that Dhamma. We have to take refuge in the Triple Gem wholeheartedly. Then only we can understand this situation. However, even though we have to understand this situation, there is a way out of this tragedy. What is the way out of this? We have to comprehend the Dhamma, the Four Noble Truths. Without comprehending Four Noble Truths, no Deva, no Brahma, no Mara, no human being, nobody can overcome this problem. Everybody has to one day comprehend the Four Noble Truths. Only by comprehending Four Noble Truths, one can overcome or one can solve the problem of the dangerous samsaric ocean. So what we are experiencing today, especially that situation, in order to overcome this situation, what we have to do is we have to accumulate merits as much as possible. How can we accumulate merits? We can do various meritorious activities such as offering and observing precepts and especially meditation. These are the three cardinal main meritorious deeds that one can do. This period is a very, very appropriate period for that, because this period is called Vassana period. Of course, we know when the Mahasangha who has higher ordination, who have higher ordination, or high ordinated monks observed rainy retreat, rainy season, Vassana period, who was in the month of August in this year, as long as there are more than 12 full moon days for this year. Generally, on Asalapoya day, we Mahasangha generally observe Vas. But this year, according to the Vinaya rules and according to the compromise of various Mahasangha of learned ones, we all observe Vas, especially in the month of August. That is called full moon Nikini. And also, Vap full moon for a day, we had what is called Mahapavarana, the completion of the Vas period. From that day onwards till Il full moon for a day, we can conduct what is called Katina Chivara Pinkama, special robe offering, which has been conducted even by the royalties in our history. Therefore, this is that period. However, all such pinkamas are generally don't come into, what is called our discussion these days. They are not very, very prominent, of course, but they are operationalizing in the society in, not grand level, but in some kind of small scale programs due to this COVID-19. Now, COVID-19 or corona is a kind of disease according to, our scientists and doctors and all that. But almost all the diseases can be considered as vyadi, sickness. There is one characteristic. Jati, jara, vyadi, marana. Birth, decay, sickness and death. So this disease also one of the diseases. According to Girimananda discourse, there are various types of diseases. So this is one of the diseases. Now, when we have to encounter these type of situations, we have to actually safeguard ourselves from these viruses and all that, materially or physically. And also we have to generally practice some spiritual guidelines. We all tend to practice material guidelines. Now, for example, using sanitizer and using other masks and washing hands and social distance. Now, these are physical or material guidelines, safeguard, safety methodologies, strategies. But generally people don't know how to safeguard ourselves with the strategies of spiritual approach. Therefore, I have to emphasize to you how to safeguard ourselves in terms of spirituality. There are people, some people actually do not believe these things, even though they call themselves as Buddhists. For example, they don't want to even recite Pirit or chant Pirit. We can remember during Buddha's period in Visala city in India, very dangerous, heinous situation arose. And on that occasion, Supreme Buddha arrived in the city and chanted the discourse called Ratana. And after chanting that Pirit or that discourse, entire problem disappeared and people were satisfied. Therefore, meritorious devotees, Dhamma friends, in order to safeguard yourselves from this disease and from other various problems, obstacles and all that, and even evil problems and inhuman problems, we have to chant Pirit, specifically the Ratana discourse. So, Dhamma friends, you all have to recite, chant discourse Ratana every day at home after worshipping the Supreme Buddha. Now, these are the specific aspects that we have to pay attention to. These days, people just want to earn money on this spiritual side too. Now, for example, recently, our scholarship examination results were out. Now, unseen results are discernible these days. 200 marks are reached by at least 10 students in Sri Lanka. We have never seen such situations. Now, in that level, they are, more than the expected standard. Now, we have to generally pay attention whether these students worship the Supreme Buddha chant Pirit and respect the parents, respect the elders, accumulate merits. We have to pay attention on these lines too. If they are, of course, okay on that side too, then we can satisfy. The people can satisfy and we can be happy about that. Otherwise, one-sided development. These days, this one-sided development is the main obstacle for the upliftment of the society. So deterioration in the society takes place due to lack of spirituality. Therefore, this spirituality is very important for all of us to lead a successful life, healthy life, wealthy life, rich life, and satisfactory life, peaceful life, dual of life. So both material development and spiritual development are essential. So all these things are delivered by, expounded by the Supreme Buddha. Supreme Buddha is the only teacher in that case, expounding all these aspects, encompassing every aspect, Dhamma friends. Therefore, this season, even though you are unable to step up to a temple, don't worry about that. Being at home, you can accumulate merits. How can you do that? You can worship the Supreme Buddha, offer Buddha Puja to the Supreme Buddha, and observe 5 precepts, and do meditation to a certain extent. Meditation in the sense not come to the absorptions level, so jhana level. Now, jhana level can be gained when you practice for a longer period of time. But in my explanation, I want to emphasize to you to just practice meditation, that is the concentration or the reflection on some object, then you can accumulate merits. For example, if you reflect upon the Supreme Buddha's 9 qualities, that is what is called Buddhanusati meditation. If you reflect upon the 6 qualities of the sublime Dhamma, that means you are just practicing Dhammanusati meditation. If you are reflecting upon the 9 qualities of the noble Sangha, that means you are practicing the Sanghanusati meditation. If you reflect upon what is called breathing in, breathing out, that means you are practicing Anapanasati meditation. If you reflect upon death, that means you are practicing Maranasati meditation. If you reflect upon the fallenness of the body, that means you are practicing what is called Kayagata Sati meditation. You do not want to go to a cave or the jungle or a kind of lonely place while being in the society, while being in the working place, while being at home, while being in a generally vehicle. You can just concentrate on these lines. Then you are practicing to a certain extent what is called meditation. So thinking over something can be considered in the normal, I mean general level, as meditation. When it is deeply thought of, can be considered a kind of samadhi level, and when it goes up to the higher level, can be considered the jhanic level. So what I am proposing to you these days, without spending time, wasting time, just think over some special wholesome aspect, then you can accumulate merits. Therefore, this period in the previous years was a grand scale kind of ceremonies were held, Katina Pinkama, and people were enthusiastic. Thus these days, people, even though are enthusiastic, they cannot participate, due to practical situation in the society, this virus problem. Therefore, people cannot flock around as usual. Only a few devotees can participate in a Kathina Pinkama. Unfortunately, sometimes in a temple, 10 to 20 devotees, 20 to 50 devotees, like that, they had to participate in these Kathina Pinkamas. Don't worry, Dhamma friends. These situations arise in the society time to time. Don't worry. Achinti tampi bhavati chinti tampi vinasati. Supreme Buddha said like that. What we think will not come to operationalization, what is not thought may take place. Therefore, don't worry about the present situation. Situations change. Everything is impermanent. Even this situation is impermanent. Now, corona situation also impermanent. So one day this will disappear from the universe, from this world. But sometimes it takes some time. The scientists and especially those who are engaging in scientific activities are trying to solve this problem in terms of science by trying to find some what are called medicine. They are trying to create vaccines and all that. We don't know when this will be all right, but one day this problem will vanish, because these situations have arisen in the world earlier on, but they also vanish, disappeared. So this problem also will vanish, this will disappear one day. The one day we don't know, it is tomorrow or day after tomorrow or 1 week or 1 month or 1 year or 2 years or 2 years or we don't know. However, this also will vanish. Why? Everything is impermanent. So according to Buddha's teachings. And we cannot manipulate the world according to our wish, because soullessness, anatta. Now these things we have to understand. By understanding these things, we have to face situations appropriately. In order to face situations, what we have to do is to accumulate merits. According to Buddha's teachings, we have to lead a life, for example, worshipping and chanting Pirit, doing merits, observing Sil, doing meditation, like that we have to do. On the other hand, the great grand Pinkamas like Kathina Pinkama, if you get a chance, you can participate in, or at least you can say sadhu to such a Pinkama when you see it. Sometimes even mass media, social mass media, they now have a habit of spreading these pictures and all that. When you see such a photo, such photos of Kathina Pinkama or whatever, you just appreciate it and get you be happy about it. Then you can actually we call it in Sinhala, you can anumodan venawa. You also can get that merit, even though you are not a live participant there. Such methodologies have to be used these days, employed these days. Therefore, what I am emphasizing and what I want to generally discuss in this Dhamma talk today is not a type of one type of Dhamma aspect. I just wanted to elaborate on the present situation and what we can do on that kind of situation. What is the line of thinking that we have to maintain these days, and how can we accumulate merits by being at home, and how can we think of the situation in the world, what is the general approach of the Supreme Buddha, and this period is a kind of difficult period, of course, but don't worry about that. Everything changes. Everything changes. Therefore, we have to be alert. We have to accumulate merits. We have to concentrate on Dhamma. We have to always take refuge in the Triple Gem wholeheartedly. We have to practice Sila and all that. Then, Dhamma friends, we can overcome these problems. We can encounter these situations bravely and happily and satisfactorily. Therefore, I wish all of you to have a kind of healthy life and longevity without any problem, and may you all have long lives, especially with the blessings of the Noble Triple Gem, with the blessings of all the relics of the Supreme Buddha and relics of the Arhat Teras, and with the blessings of all divine beings. May you all have a healthy life, long life, without these problems, and especially this problem of corona will disappear from this Sri Lankan society and Sri Lanka fully very soon, and from the entire world very soon. And may you all have satisfactory life. May you all be well and happy. ආකාසට්ඨා ච බුම්මට්ඨා දේවානාගා මහිද්దికා පුඤ්ඤන්තං අනුමෝදිත්වා චිරන් රැක්කන්තු බුද්ධ ශාසනං. ආකාසට්ඨා ච බුම්මට්ඨා දේවානාගා මහිද්దికා පුඤ්ඤන්තං අනුමෝදිත්වා චිරන් රැක්කන්තු බුද්ධ දේශනං. ආකාසට්ඨා ච බුම්මට්ඨා දේවානාගා මහිද්దికා පුඤ්ඤන්තං අනුමෝදිත්වා චිරන් රැක්කන්තු තං සදා. May you have a healthy life and may you attain Nibbana.